Turn around and walk, stranger. This affair is for White Falcons only.
Who or what are the White
We're
Falcons?
the toughest, meanest, and loudest mercenary band from the Free Marches. If you haven't heard of us yet, you will soon. Now get out. Get a load of this guard. You're telling us what to do? That's supposed to scare me. The Falcons get to hunt. Everybody look sharp.
We must not exhaust our supplies.
Protect me!
That's
Mercy! Mercy! We'll leave! We'll do whatever you want! Just no more!
Carlo, no owe him one. As you like. Yes? Something you need?
As you say.
Another Grey Warden supporter.
Not just a supporter, Payton. That's a Grey Warden. He's the one Arl Howe is looking for.
Our trap landed a Warden? You've got one chance to surrender. The Arl has been very generous to his servants, especially those who get bloody jobs done.
That our work is legal makes it ever so delicious.
We're not common guards, Warden. We're Howe's elite. Shavra, Tenant, and Jarvie, let's kill ourselves a Warden.
We must not exhaust our supplies.
Technically, I'm not supposed to do this yet. If we just finish this conversation later. Yeah, I'm upgrading your cunning.
As you say.
Let's go kill some bandits. But first...
I was hoping I'd find you. I heard about the Pearl. Scrapes, bruises, and a few broken things, but no deaths. You showed restraint. The Pearl's workers will...
Some of those men were mine, guard dogs. Anyone hurts one of the White Falcons, they answer to me.
I see. Don't bother sparing these louts. Things are about to get messy. voluntarily
dropped her
attack you? Are they just stupid? Here's the payment I promised. I might have more work if you're interested. But I'm heading back to the market district. Back alleys are just too dangerous for me.
I know. You nearly died. Technically, there was a weapon like this back in Lothering, or a few actually, back in Lothering and Wodan, but considering my playthrough, I'm playing as a mage, and I don't exactly have a rogue that does dual wielding. It makes me feel that.
It shall be done. More enemies ahead.
Okay, done with you now.
Let's gain the advantage!
Let's make this quick!
Our skill has won the day. Very well. More enemies ahead, as you say. As you say. No quarter can be given. There is no glory in bloodshed.
You forced our hand!
Don't give them the advantage.
Defend yourself! Tear them apart! Too easy!
Very well.
So yeah, oh yeah, I had to cut the earlier because basically my little cousin came in and wanted to play on a different system, so. And I can't go in there either.
Very well. It's begun. Come, let us end this. For the party! Now we do. Very well. It shall be done. It is begun. It shall be done. As you say.
Can't do anything with him yet. You're so close to leveling. Yeah, I think that's all. Yep.
It is begun.
Now, there's only so much experience in this game unless you do one of the... I believe there's only 2 exploits for XP in this game. One, which I mentioned back at Ostacar, and one that I don't have access to yet.
You! We're about to... Boss says kill him!
More enemies ahead. Let us end this.
So yeah, this doesn't actually make it possible, it just... You still need cunning, it just gives you a bonus.
It is begun. As you say.
Something you may have noticed, which I pulled this back up. They start with a specialization, but the specialization's in order to stop you from basically spamming or unlocking the good stuff too early. They basically lock it behind levels. Which for your second specialization is basically a joke. I want to come here.
You have some kind of problem? Oh? What is this about? How sad it is to see a Grey Warden manipulated. But I have no time to straighten this out for you. Men, let's teach the Grey Warden a lesson about trust.
We must not exhaust our supplies. Shall we go?
Let's have at it!
Very well.
Well, dinner room is a bit safer now. Yeah, I'm not going in there yet. Because it's super stupid.
Magic exists to serve man and never to rule over him. Foul and corrupt
Blessed are the peacekeepers, champions of the just.
children.
They shall be named Maleficar, accursed ones. They shall find no rest in this world or beyond.
I was getting to that.
The mages collect...
What do you wish of me?
Good to see you back. I've got complaints in the Nord Noble Tavern that some mercenaries have invaded. Nothing violent has happened. The sellswords are probably just disturbing the nobles' rarefied conversation. Just drum the louts out of there. The barkeep doesn't mind some blood. Or sport, as she called it. Captain said Denham won't miss a few dead mercenaries. Do what you will, and good luck.
What is it? Look at what that woman's wearing. Is she drunk, or does she just have bad taste?
What can I get you, stranger?
And yeah, if you want to work for the underground, for the mob, mob type people, you can. Toxin extract, which, yeah, is a pain. And yeah, of these, only one of them is basically doable right now.
Maker's blessings upon you, Warden.
Restocking here. I think I have, but really screw me over. And that's what all those. You know what? Screw it.
The Irregulars thank you.
Oh god, I have 10.
I will never get over how behind.
It took me years and years to learn, and even then I'm not the best at it.
So you didn't sneak around when spying?
We all had different ways of doing things. Some preferred not to be seen at all, to cloak themselves in shadow and darkness. I realized that it is not such a bad thing to be seen, as long as you do not stand out and are quickly forgotten. I specialized in blending in, not drawing attention and looking like I had every right to be there. It is invisibility, but of another kind.
Ah, yes, but I heard you often seduced your targets. They'd remember you.
Not if they died.
Oh.
Dying while in the company of a lovely seductress. Tell me that isn't a good death.
I don't know if I should take you seriously. But you scare me sometimes.
So yeah, that's your first chance of how she approached her mission.
Shall be done.
I could do that for you.
Pretty sure this is the only one of the, or one of the only slim touting missions I can do right now, because I don't have steel. And I'm not a rogue, so I can't break into places. Rather annoyingly, you can't actually get missions if you don't have them.
What are you looking at? We're the Crimson
You may
Horse.
take a point of stealing just for one of them, but
You haven't heard of us. We're mercenaries from all over the world. We have won many battles, and tonight we drink before the next.
They glare at my patrons. They're loud. They're rude, and they smell.
these great crimes.
I want them out. If they resist, force the barbarians out. The patrons don't mind a little sport of it.
We are veterans of many battles. What are you to us?
You had your chance.
Ah! Then it's time for a bit of exercise.
Enemies
Another battle like
as you say.
It's your time.
Very well.
mentioned
Dwarven
before
craft.
that every
Fine
class
dwarven
starts off
craft.
with one of those things, be it purpleism, poison making, or a combat training. But they also start off with, hilariously, depending on your origin, another skill.
Yes?
So, city elves start off with persuasion.
I feared this day would come.
The dwarf commoner starts off with heal. Dwarf noble starts off with combat training.
It has begun.
Whoops. Oh wait, that's right, I forgot to turn in the quest.
As there is but one world, one world, one
Edwina sends her thanks for getting rid of the Crimson Oars. She got her sport and she's as pleased as a swine in mud. Here's payment. You've helped out a great deal.
Technically, he can talk to me one more time, but I think I have to leave. Oh, and if you're wondering why I haven't given the gifts to the companions yet, it's because, well, first of all, the gifts can, if you do something like the feast day gifts and don't bounce it out with the relevant pranks, you can basically screw yourself out of a lot of characterization and some quests. The second thing is that they have a slight, while there are preferences, the characters will become disillusioned with them after each gift. Bodan,
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road.
You buy from him.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Yeah, the first time you buy from Bodan, anything you buy gets duplicated a second time. So he actually sells 2 backpacks, and technically, I can find two of these tomes, but they're some of the more expensive items he sells, so it's very unlikely at the start of the game. It is he that sells the bloodplate armor. Huh. I've never known he sells the bloodplate plate. I mean, I know he sells the rest of what he's supposed to. But bloody hell. Oh, wait. I'm looking at the wrong one. Some of these are useful for quests, but I can't. Yeah, weapons and armor come in tiers from 3 categories. Like cloth-like material, wood-like material, and steel-like material. And it goes up to from tier 1 to tier 6 in the base game, and tier 9 in the expansion. Wait. Oh yeah, that's right, there are tier 7. then I'm thinking. Technically, you can give people different weapon slots, but the thing is, you don't mess with their tactics if you're not messing with the tactics. They will switch to, like, say, a melee weapon if they get in range, which is not ideal for some characters. Yeah, you'll notice he's sort of max approval. He's the only one that you don't have to worry about. In fact, you do recruit the dog. You can't lose the dog. It's the only companion that is stuck with you if you recruit it, but recruiting it is optional. And of course I don't have any heavy plate shoes, because why would I?
Yes.
Yes.
Indeed.
Let's go ahead and get 2 soldiers passed, just to get the character. Yeah, the yellow ones are the DLC. That's in the base game. And one of the many encounters. Yeah, this is for that quest that I accepted.
Let's make this quick! So I can turn in another quest now.
It is begun.
You'll have to forgive me if I seem a bit nervous. Not many people travelling in this part of Ferelden. Of course, that's part of my problem, isn't it? Mule got spooked by a wisp and ran off into the woods. Now what do I do? Well, yes. Oh, it's been quite the month. Allow me to introduce myself. Felix de Grosbois, merchant and entrepreneur at your service. I don't normally take this route, but with the war, I was hoping for a bit of luck and good weather in the mountains. Sadly, I've had neither. Ugh, this trip has been one miserable disaster after another. I don't suppose you consider helping a fellow out? Of all the other things that went wrong, the worst is this artifact I brought in Jada. It's a control rod, I'm told, for a golem. No point in me keeping it, however, as I'll never get to use it. But, maybe you could? Just as well. You'll find the golem in a village named Honleaf, in the hinterlands. Here, I'll mark it on your map. I've heard it might be dangerous there with all the darkspawn about, but I'll wager that's not an issue for someone like you. Just hold up the rod and say Dulaf Gar. That will wake the golem up, so I'm told. I hope it works. Best of luck to you then. Now, I guess it's up to me to find that mule myself.
Now we can do one of the DLC. Technically we could do 3, but I'm gonna put off doing at least one of them. I may do this the top or Soldier's Peak at some point. Oh yeah, I've always found this funny.
How did a child survive that? The crater is still smoking. It's a boy. 5 fingers, 5 toes. That's all that matters to me. The Maker has answered our prayers. Let's go home, Marta, and raise the tyke as our own.
So not only was that a massive Superman reference, but this is in the base game, and this meteorite ore is useless in the base game. It's only useful with one of the DLCs we're gonna get. An interesting thing that I forgot to mention earlier is most weapons and armor are capped if they're using the silverite in the base game. While the generic equipment can go up to
Okay, that was now. Very well.
technically I could take the Arcane Warrior, because I've unlocked it on a previous playthrough, but I'm gonna wait until I actually unlock it, get via this character. I'm not do it. Okay.
I shall do it.
Oh god, I already have 20.
It is begun.
I haven't even done anything, really. Sorry, my OCD is demanding I collect this health root. Not that I'll probably ever use it. Crossbow. Yeah, I want you to take note that there are crossbows in this game. Because they get... Well, they don't exactly get retconned, but... Because, like, it's established... Where they kind of try to justify it in 2, because, like... The reason is, like, it's a special crossbow. But that's the reason why... Yeah. We'll get to there. I might as well do it, just to show y'all.
It looks like a golem, doesn't it? An actual golem, and not a statue at all. I wonder how it ended up here, of all places.
We're about to recruit the best character. or structural. Me bad.
Allow me. I could do that for you. On my way.
I shall do it. I shall do it.
I'll do it.
Shall be done.
By the Maker, we're saved!
You weren't sent by the ban, were you? To save us? A Grey Warden? Here! Thank the Maker for our luck! But if you weren't sent by someone, why are you here? If you don't mind me asking. The statue outside? Why would... Oh, I think I see. You bought the control rod, didn't you? You came here looking for shale. My father's name was Wilhelm, mage to the Arls of Redcliffe and a hero in the war against Orlais, and what did he get? One day my mother found him outside the tower, with so many broken bones she could barely recognize him, and shale standing over him just like it is now. My father deserved better than that. But if you really want to wake shale up, well, It's yours now.
Yeah, he doesn't exactly so there. It's good.
This was my father's laboratory, beneath his tower. Or it was, anyhow. Look, I know you probably have more important things on your mind, but I really need your help. I know you already saved my life, and I'm grateful, but my daughter is inside the laboratory. She was afraid and ran too far in before I could stop her. I don't know how she made it past my father's defenses. One of the men tried to go after her. He was killed, but you could find her, couldn't you? You will? Thank the Maker! My father's laboratory is just past the next area, I think. She has to be there.
It shall be done. I shall do it. It is begun.
Alfred.
Yes. As you wish.
Shall be done. I shall do it.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
Yes, I know you have to level up now. Sure, I don't care. And then we have an interesting choice.
What do you mean you've never climbed a tree? Oh look, someone's come to play. You have come to play, haven't you? We're playing a guessing game. It's better with more people. Father? Oh, you can tell him I'm fine. Maybe he'll come and stay with us, too. Anyway, you should go if you're not going to play. Kitty finds you distracting. Kitty's clever. She says you'll want to take me back to my father, but I'm not going. She would be lonely.
You are so kind, Amalia. I would miss you dearly if you left.
Of course she's a cat. She just talks, that's all.
Talking is simple enough, once you know how. I am a cat, really. Nothing you say will convince Amalia to go with you. She loves only me now. I am her friend, while you are just a stranger. Oh, did you hear that, Amalia? I have another admirer.
That's because you're wonderful, Kitty.
I have been bound to this chamber for decades, cut off from all contact. It has been maddening. Release me, mortal, and let me have the girl. Let us return to her father and leave this place forever.
So here's the thing, you can accept the deal. You can convince her to leave without the girl, or you can just straight up kill her. But lose the girl. The thing is, I would take the deal if I actually understood the puzzle. But I am a dum-dum.
No! Kitty!
You will not take the child from me. She shall be mine forever.
What happened to her? Is she in there? Why hasn't she come back?
And yeah, you can lie to him. Or...
She's... dead. Oh, my poor butterfly. Thank you for finding her, at least. I'm grateful. You'll need a phrase to activate Shale. It's Doolan Han. I wouldn't want the thing, but it's obvious you can handle yourself just fine. Now, I guess, I'll go.
Bad ending? Yes. Wow, he paid me as well. I never noticed that.
I shall do it.
Basket is empty.
I knew that the day would come when someone would find the control rod. And of course, it is another mage. That is what it is. Yes, yes, just my luck. I stood here in this spot and watched the wretched little villagers scurry around me for, oh, I have no idea how long. Many, many years.
Oh, you poor dear. That would be really, really boring.
And the villagers had no idea they were being watched. Creepy.
I was just beginning to get used to the quiet, too. Tell me, are all the villagers dead? Some got away, then. How unfortunate. Perhaps I may have forgotten after all the years of being called Golem. Golem, fetch me that chair. Do be a good Golem and squash that insipid bandit. And let's not forget, Golem, pick me up. I tire of walking. It does have the control rod, doesn't it? I am awake, so it must. I see the control rod, yet I feel... Go on, order me to do something.
And yeah, depending on your companion, you can order him to do hilarious things to your companions.
And, nothing. I feel nothing. I feel no compulsion to carry out its command. I suppose this means the rod is... broken? I suppose if I can't be commanded, this means I have free will, yes? It is simply, what should I do? I have no memories beyond watching this village for so long. I have no purpose. I find myself at a bit of a loss. What about it? It must have awoken me for some reason, no? What did it intend to do with me? I see. Wonderful. I suppose I have two options, do I not? Go with it or go elsewhere? I do not even know what lies beyond this village. I watched this village for so long, unable to move or act. My memories of anything before are vague at best. So I have no idea what I want to do. I'm glad to be mobile. Is that not enough?
Are you certain you want to bring that thing with us? It could be dangerous and large. Good point. Better it than me, anyhow.
I will follow it about then. For now. I am called Shale, by the way.
I am Ash.
This should be interesting.
So yeah, there are several moments where when you recruit companions, your companions will question your logic, and if you persuade them, you'll lose less approval. Now we're going to remove Stin for one simple reason. Yeah, see, Alistair disproved my point. I think he would have disproved greater if I had said anything else.
It has begun.
I believe if I give him, no matter what I give Shale, but once I change his crystals, he actually gets unique dialogue. Okay, so flawed is better than shift. I always forget. It just depends on what you think is more useful for Shale. Personally, I think nature might be useful, even if it does make him look ugly. And Shale has an interesting thing because he levels up completely different to everyone else.
I see it found some augmentation crystals. I was not even aware it knew about them. Well done. So, what does it think? They don't make me look any wider, do they? I find I'm already too wide as it is.
Shale is a gem, and yes, pun intended.
It must be the vertical pattern it put them in. Did it know to do that? It must have. I think it should find some more as soon as possible. I want to glitter from ear to ear, so to speak. It doesn't have better things to do. I like to think of them as accessories.
But what do they do?
I suspect that it is an art that was practiced when golems were more, commonplace. My former master collected whatever lore he could find on the subject. He searched far and wide to collect what crystals he could and then added them. It is not an unpleasant sensation. As I understand it, the crystals allow me to alter the flow of magic around me. Wilhelm had hoped to turn me into a battery of mana, something he could tap at will. Some of the crystals increase the presence of mana, some absorb or reflect spells. There are various kinds. All I can promise is that should it ever find one of these crystals, I can likely tell it the function and what it would do if added to me.
I don't think he actually does that.
Why not? I don't get to... That answers its question, I assume. Unless it has more. I do not sleep, so yes, and I thank it for reminding me. Try to imagine, if it will, what it would be like to be surrounded by nothing but boring peasants, all oblivious to it. And then there were the birds. A whole village full of pigeons and ravens and sparrows all perching on me day in and day out. Those foolish villagers would spread birdseed near me, drawing the birds because they thought having birds perch on me was quaint. Quaint! If there hadn't been the occasional kind soul to scour me clean, I don't care to discuss this anymore.
I love Shale. And yeah, this is why I grabbed Shale immediately. Shale was completely serious about birds.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road. I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
I mean, Shale's the only one in your party, so there's no reason to have more than one. Oh yeah, only warriors and rogues can use this amazing. Okay. So unless it's a special gift that has a cutscene, every character can be given any gift, but they every time you do, it goes lower down by 1 until it's +1. I'm gonna say, actually no, I don't want to give booze to that character because of a glitch.
That's a wonderful...
Ooh, shiny.
A fine gift. You have my thanks.
I can't, for the love of God, remember who likes silver bracelets. And oh yeah, when you hit milestones with the character, and they get...
I've watched a lot of humans in my time. It should be aware that I've decided that it is not much like any of them. Surely it must come from some superior lineage, yes? Some breed of flesh creature that has decided to elevate its genetic stock above its natural shortcomings? Oh, then that must be it. I knew there had to be some reason, it being a human and all. I would appreciate if it didn't spread around that I said anything. Humans might start to get the wrong idea. They might start thinking their race is not completely hopeless. Now, let us crush something into a fine paste before it starts to think I've gone all soft. Perish the thought.
Shale.
Yes? Something you need? Yes? What's on your mind? Of course I do. I love stories far too much to keep them to myself. Everyone should be able to benefit from them, I think.
There's nothing I can do with, or aside from listening to her story, there's not much I can do in terms of her quest. Oregon is tied to one of the main quests. Then, basically have to like...
What do you wish of me? If you must.
Shale is an enigma, because unless you bring him with you on one of the main quests, it's very difficult to get his first quest. And Alistair's will be unlocked the moment plot happens.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Not.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Alistair, but you're mundane. But yeah, Lothering hasn't been destroyed because technically nothing's happened to the plot right now. But the moment I complete one of the main quests, like Callahan or the Circle to Ozmar, or the Dalish, or even go to Redcliffe, the game will consider. And against my better judgment, I'm... and I hate myself.
Very well.
Yes.
Let's do it in the order the game expects you to go. Especially since it's the closest. Oh wait, I didn't bring Alistair. This will be funny. Because it leads to an interesting dynamic. Because I found this out on an evil playthrough I did a few years ago. So yeah, what's meant to happen if he talks to you personally. Thing is, he doesn't, precisely because, and if I put him back into the party now, he won't talk. So I get unique dialogue later on now.
I thought I saw travelers coming down the road, though I scarcely believed it. Have you come to help us?
What do you mean?
So you don't know? Has nobody out there heard?
I've heard all even.
He could be dead for all we know.
Nobody's heard from the castle in days.
We're under attack. Monsters come out of the castle every night and attack us until dawn. Everyone's been fighting and dying.
Is anyone surprised? Anyone?
Apparently everyone seems to agree that a blight is the perfect time to start killing each other. Marvelous, really.
We've no army to defend us. No Arl and no king to send us help. So many are dead. And those left are terrified they're next. I should take you to Ban Tegan. He's all that's holding us together. He'll want to see you. He's just over there in the chantry. Please, come.
It's Thomas, yes? And who are these people with you? They are obviously not simple travelers.
Oh, good eye.
No, my lord. They just arrived, and I thought you would want to see them.
Well done, Thomas. Greetings, friends. My name is Tegan, Ban of Rainersphere, brother to the Arl. You're a rather unusual group, to say the least. Can I ask who you are and why you've come? A Grey Warden? I thought you all died along with my nephew. At least that is what Loghain would have us believe.
Your nephew?
I refer to Kaelin, of course. Our sister was Queen Rowan, King Merrick's wife and Kaelin's mother. Make her rest her soul.
There is a Grey Warden who goes by the name of Alistair. Does he yet live?
Yeah, you can't be a shy bastard.
He does? Finally, some good news amidst all the bad. Thank you. You're here to see my brother. Unfortunately, that might be a problem. Eamon is gravely ill. No one has heard from the castle in days. No guards patrol the walls, and no one has responded to my shouts. The attack started a few nights ago. Evil things surged from the castle. We drove them back, but many perished during the assault. Some call them the Walking Dead, decomposing corpses returning to life with a hunger for human flesh. They hit again the next night. Each night they come with greater numbers. With Kaelin dead and Loghain starting a war over the throne, no one responds to my urgent calls for help. I have a feeling tonight's assault will be the worst yet. I'm asking you, please, help us. Help Eamon.
So yeah, it's interesting because you can't skip the entire subplot of saving Redcliffe and just leave the town and let everyone die and skip on to the next part. It's kind of screwed up. We're gonna do it.
pointless to help these villagers fight an impossible battle. One would think we had enough to contend with elsewhere.
Thank you. Thank you. This means more to me than you can guess. Thomas, please tell Murdoch what transpired. Then return to your post.
Yes, my lord.
Now then, there is much to do before night falls. I put 2 men in charge of the defense outside. Murdoch, the village mayor, is outside the chantry. Sir Perth, one of Eamon's knights, is just up the cliff at the windmill, watching the castle. You may discuss with them the preparations for the coming battle. Very well. Luck be with you, my friend.
So yeah, Morgan doesn't like wasting our time. In fact, it was probably a really bad idea to bring her.
Blessed art thou who seeks his forgiveness. Blessed art thou who seeks his return. Blessed is the prophetess, his daughter, sacrificed to the holy flame. May the chant reach the Maker's ears and tell him of our... You are a stranger amongst us, and a mage, I see. Yet you still defend our home in its darkest hour. We are grateful. Do not fear. I am not about to raise a rabble against you. I am sure your magic will prove valuable before the day is out.
So, when you are useful, that is when you are not lynched. Tis good to know.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am revered Mother Hannah, head of this chantry, which for the moment is a place of refuge for these poor villagers.
How awful this must be for you all. Is this everyone who's left?
All those who cannot defend themselves, yes. They are terrified of tonight's attack, and I fear these walls will not keep them safe. What can I do to help with your task? May the Maker watch over you, child.
I'm scared, Mother. One of the bad men coming.
Yes? No, I can't believe this. I won't.
I want to go home. Where's Father?
Now I can complete one of the final quests from
You're a Grey Warden, right?
Ostagar.
Were you in Ostagar? In the Kokari Wilds? My husband and son went there to bring the chant of light to the chastened. But I haven't heard from them since. I am. You've heard of me? Oh? Oh, his lockbox. If you're bringing me this... Oh no. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for bringing this to me. It means a lot to... Maker's blessings upon you.
I guess so.
Sorry. Am I bothering you? I'll try to be more quiet.
Are you alright?
Those things dragged my mother away. I don't know what happened to her, but I hear her screaming all the time. Everywhere.
How terrible. You poor thing. I wish there was something we could do to help.
And now my brother Bevan, he ran off. I don't know where he is. I'm so scared they got him too.
Why would he run off?
He said something about saving Mother. He's just a little boy. He doesn't understand she's gone.
If he has foolishly run off, then he is no doubt dead. You should get used to that fact.
I can't believe you'd say such a thing. Have you no heart at all?
Shall we comfort her with lies? If she is to face death, better she face it honestly.
I hope he didn't try to go to the castle. Oh, that would be awful. I went to our house. It's by the square. He wasn't there. I searched the rest of the village too. I called and I called, but he never answered. I wonder if he ran off into the woods. I'm so worried. Without me, he has nobody. You will? Thank you so much. Please find him. I'm so scared, Father. What are we going to do?
Silence, girl. You want the children to hear you? Are
Yeah,
there
there's nothing
pigeons
stopping you from
here?
just skipping.
I think we should look for them.
Skipping this section, it makes your job
Still
a
no
lot
sign of them
easier.
coming back from the castle,
Yeah,
Murdoch.
help prepare the village. Now here's an interesting thing. The annoying thing is that I know is that Stan's personal quest concludes in this town, but until I start it, I cannot actually do his quest.
Very well.
That's our first information. Over. You're letting.
I shall do it. Very well.
So yeah, I can't go in there yet because, or actually I can, but it's trickery.
Wonderful. Intruders. I hope you have a good reason for breaking and entering into my home. You know what? In the interest of keeping my face from bursting into flame, I think I will. The name's Dwin. Pleased to meet you. Now, kindly tell me why you're here. Surviving. We have supplies to last for quite some time. And my... thanks. But I'll take my chance. I've had a...
We must not exhaust our
This actually works out great. Nope, not yet.
What do you wish of me?
That's where the game does that on purpose. Yeah, I said before that every group is based off a real society, or stuff, at least it can be implied. In the case of the Free Marchers, it's tricky to figure out where they are. But then you have something like the Canary, which are one of the most confusing and yeah, cultures.
isn't your home. This is my home. My home, you hear me? How do you know my name? Did she tell you to take me back to the Chantry? Don't make me go back there. I hate that place. I hate it. Maybe. But she just tells me not to be scared, even though she is. She tells me not to be sad, but she keeps crying because Mother died. I don't want to be sad. I'm brave. I'm going to be a hero. I'm going to fight them off. I will. No. I just heard you coming, and I guess that's not very brave of me, is it? I'll come out now. Alright, I came out. You won't hurt me, will you? I'll go back to the Chantry if you really want.
I can't kill kids without a reason in this game.
I just didn't want to be at the Chantry anymore. Everyone's scared, and I want to be brave. I wasn't always in here. I hid when I heard you coming. Well, I shouldn't tell you. It's a secret. No, I won't tell you. And you can't make me. You can't.
Well, I can't get the sword, but that's okay because it's two-handed. Well, there are... two-handed sucks in this game. It gets better in the later games. Or, is that best too? Oh yeah, that's it.
I shall do it.
I probably should switch out Morgan for someone else.
Blast and damnation.
Big threat. I'll never use it. Nice.
As you say.
Go away. Curse you. Leave me in peace. You've already taken everything out of my stores. There's nothing left. Hey? You're not Murdoch. Who are you and what are you doing at my door?
Notice how he changed.
Certainly not. I don't know you and I don't want to. Off you go. All right. I don't know why you're so determined. Here, I'll get the locks.
Make his breath. What is that smell? It's like someone set a brewery on fire.
Somebody's been drinking.
So I let you in. You wanted to talk. Now we're talking. Mind telling me who you are? Anyhow, my name's Owen, though you might already know that. Care to join me as I get besotted? Or is there something in particular you wanted?
Why have you looked?
My girl, Valena. Is one of the Alessa's maids and she's trapped up there in the castle, but the mayor won't send anyone for her. She's been my life since my wife passed on 2 years ago. Now she's dead. or soon to be. I don't care what happens to me or the village or anyone! It'd do me the world of good to think maybe someone like you could go in and find her. Provided any of us live through the night. Not good enough. Murdoch said the same damn thing, and I didn't believe him either. I want to promise. Promise me that you'll look for her. That you'll bring her back to me if you can. I'll accept that. It's something to hope for, at least. And I suppose there's no point in me sitting around, is there? Time to relight the forge and get the smithy going, eh? Murdoch will be pleased. If you need anything done, well, just let me know. I've got a lot to do now, so you'll have to excuse me.
Yes? Something you need?
I don't think she'll do it.
I see you found my hiding place. I stuck some old equipment in there before Murdoch
Something you
got
need?
his hands on it. I must admit, it feels good to be up and doing something finally.
If I remember correctly, like,
I
getting
don't
the
think
forge
there's
back
anything
up
you'll
is
need in
very
there,
essential.
but it's
because,
hard to
like,
say. I
without
was in
it,
a
they
bit
have
of a
basically
rush
very
when I...
low tier.
Not in my...
Yeah, it's not good equipment.
No matter how.
I can't believe Lloyd won't even give us some free ale. A time like this, and all he thinks about is turning a profit.
Did you expect any different? That bastard's always been cheaper than an ante from the hall.
Here we are defending the village, and he don't even have the decency to help us out.
Ha! I've seen Lloyd handle a sword. He should stick to something he knows about, like keeping me nice and drunk for the fight.
Lloyd is charging us for coin we don't even got anymore. Nobody's working right now. We're all just trying to survive.
Ah, what difference does it make? He won't care.
Not looking for company. Why? I don't live here. Just waiting until I can leave again. I'm not here to talk.
There's something about this man's demeanor. I don't know.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
But you do, don't you? I know spy when I see one.
Look, I don't know you, and I don't want to. I'm not... I mean, I was just told to... I mean, just leave me alone. Nothing. Nobody told me to do anything. Just because you're a Grey Warden doesn't mean you can go around threatening people. I just, overheard it, that's all. If you'll excuse me, I want to get to the Chantry before the sun goes down. I don't want trouble. I'm going to the Chantry now. Just leave me alone.
Persuasion.
All right, I'll tell you.
I'm a mage that's great at
Don't hurt me.
intimidation.
This is more than I bargained for. Look, they just paid me to watch the castle and send word if anything should change. But they never said anything about monsters. I haven't even been able to report anything since this started. I'm stuck, same as you, I swear. A tall fellow, I forget his name. He, said he was working for Hal. Arl Rendon Hal. He's an important man, Terran Logain's right hand. So I didn't do anything wrong. Just to report any changes, honest. All I could send word about was the Arl getting sick. After that, monsters started coming from the castle. I don't know anything about these creatures. When the Arl got sick, I got scared that people would think I was involved. But I swear I don't know anything about it. They sent me to watch. Maybe they knew the Arl would get sick. I don't know. Here, this is a letter from them. It has instructions and everything. Keep it, do it. I just thought I was serving the king and making a bit of coin. Make her bless.
Another doomed soul come to drown their sorrows here, I see. If you came here for a drink, you'd have to talk to Lloyd. He's got a vice grip on the spigots. I'm just here to keep the boys from mutiny. Later on, yes. Lloyd will lock himself in the cellar, and I'll go to the Chantry. Are you fighting tonight? That's good to hear. I didn't know that. Keep safe.
How much cunning do I have? 12. And no bonus.
Hello there, friend. Can't say we've ever met before. Stranger to the village, I take it. Haven't had many travelers lately. All this nonsense is bad for business. Bet you regret coming, yes?